So I just want to ask you this question. If you have an opportunity to meet with leaders in community, what kind of advice will you give them as regarding service to humanity?
Yeah, thank you, sir. To all leaders, I will say this, that every leader, not only in church, even outside of the church, in government in general, must make integrity their watchword. Integrity and honesty. They said honesty is the best policy. Why we have a lot of crisis today in various communities, service delivery crises, and it's not only peculiar to South Africa. Even go to other part of the world. Go to other part of the world. It's the same crisis. Go to West Africa. Go to East Africa. Go to North Africa. There are crises all over the continent. So what I will give as an advice to our leaders is this. One, integrity. I try to analyze the word integrity in various ways in my previous statement. Integrity is divided into three. To every leader listening to me, especially leaders in the government, because the leadership of Africa failed Africa. So to all leaders, I will say this. To make integrity, if you're a leader, either in church or outside of the church, either you're a leader in government, you must make integrity your watchword. Your watchword should be integrity. And there are three arms of integrity. We have word integrity, which I mentioned earlier on, word integrity. When you make a promise, you must keep it. When you say something, you must stand by your word. You must mean what you say, you must say what you mean. Word integrity. Generally, we heard that politicians are liars. So I want to advise the new generation politicians to come and change the story. They must turn the tide of the story. Word integrity should be number one advice to everyone in the helm of affairs. Number two is financial integrity. What is not meant for you is not for you. And every leader should be selfless. You don't become a leader to enrich yourself. You become a leader to serve your people. You become a leader to serve your generation. You become a leader to serve your communities. So I advise that every leader in the helm of affairs should take integrity as a very serious watchword. Financial integrity. Whatsoever money that has been kept under you should be used for the purpose. You are listening to me this morning. You are not there as a leader to enrich yourself. You are there as a leader to serve the people. You are there as a leader to serve the community. You are there as a leader to serve your time and generation. And number three is moral integrity. You need to be transparent in your leadership. Wherever you are as a leader, you need to be transparent at your level of leadership. Whatsoever you know that can bring shame or scandal, try to run away from it. So integrity and honesty should be the watchword of all our leaders. So I want to encourage all leaders listening to me this morning, wherever you are finding yourself, if you're a leader in government or you are a leader to be. And I want to say that everyone is a potential leader. Every follower today is a leader tomorrow. And if you are not a good follower, you can never become a good leader. To everyone that is serving in one area or the other today, you are a potential leader. Wherever you have found yourself, you must be able to work with honesty and integrity. Because you might not actually be a leader today, but you are positioned to become a leader tomorrow. Because every good follower today is a great leader or a good leader tomorrow. But to all the leaders that are serving presently, both in government and in various organizations and in various churches, I want to encourage you to try and walk by integrity. And that's why we depend upon the power of the Holy Spirit to help us in our service to humanity. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, I would like you to advise the youth as regarding service to humanity, because the youth are the future of tomorrow. So they must learn now. So what advice can you give to the youth regarding service to humanity?
Yeah, I want to advise the youth to use their strength and creativity to be a blessing. And I want to advise the youth that because every youth today is a potential leader tomorrow. Everyone in school today is a potential leader to serve the nation tomorrow. So I'd like to advise the youth to be focused and learn from the leaders of today. There have been a lot of flaws, there have been a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes in our today's leaders. So the youth of today should follow in wisdom so that they'll be able to learn not to fall into the same pit where today's leaders are falling into. Today's youth must be able to learn what have been the mistake of today's leaders. Because if they are not learning, then the mistake will keep circling, will keep rotating, we keep moving in circle. So today's youth must be able to learn from the failures of our present leaders, so that tomorrow when they ascend into the realm of leadership, they will be able to perform better than what today's leaders are doing. And more so, the youth of today should use their creativity wherever they are to improve the society. A lot of students who in the scientific world, they should be able to use their sense of creativity to improve their society, to improve the community. They must be able to come to a realm of invention, a realm of creativity, to be able to add input to our society. So I want to encourage every youth listening to me. You are in university, you are in tertiary, you are in secondary school. You want the government to help us. You want the government to serve the nation. But I want every youth to think of what can I do for my nation.
Right.
Let this become a slogan. I want this to become a slogan of every young person. Wherever you are in university, whatever course you are studying, just tell yourself, what can I do for my nation? What impact can I make in this nation? What difference can I make? When you have the mind of what can I do, it's not about what can South Africa can do for me. If you're a youth out there, just start to think that what can I do for the nation? What can I do for South Africa? The moment you have that kind of a mindset, you're already exposing your thought into the universe. You're already exposing your thought into the supernatural. And by doing so, there will be a kind of inspirational impartation on you to come up with invention. There will be a kind of touch of the Spirit upon you to come up with new innovations to transform the nation. So I want to challenge every you listening to me out there that keep telling yourself, what can I do for this continent? What can I do for my community? What can I do for my nation? What impact can I do? What kind of difference can I make to my nation? The moment you have this kind of thought, I'm telling you, your world is waiting for you. You will make a difference in this generation. I'm telling you. The moment every youth in this nation can begin to develop that kind of a mindset of what can I do for my nation? What can I do for South Africa? What kind of impact can I make in Africa? Africa has been backward in everything. Africa is the most endowed continent, but the most backward. Africa is so endowed in such a way that the leaders has impoverished the continent, and the continent has become a beggarly continent. I pray that, and I believe God that the new generation of leaders will turn the tide. There will be a change. So I'm challenging you out there, if you're a young person out there listening to me, just believe that the world is waiting for you. This continent is waiting for you. South Africa is waiting for you to make a difference, to cause transformation over this nation. God bless you.
Amen. Okay, I think this should be my last question.
Thank you, Sister Ropiwa, Mrs. Skure, watching us from Facebook. And thank you for watching us, and thank you for everyone watching us out there. I believe that as you are watching and listening, there will be a difference. As the word, we are sowing the seed of the word. I believe that there will be an impact and a great change. Thank you.
Okay, amen. Okay, what do you think should be the watchword of every leaders in government?
Now, the watchword of every leader in government should be selflessness, truthfulness. If you want to serve the government, if you want to serve the nation, if you want to serve your community, you must have this watchword in you. Number one, you need to be selfless. You need to be sincere. You need to be truthful. Now, if you are selfless and you are truthful, you won't take the public money into your personal account. When you are selfless, you won't convert the asset of the community for your personal use. So you need to be selfless. The moment you get into a position of leadership, you must understand that you are going there to give your life to serve the people. It's not all about what you want to gain. It's all about what you want to give. Now, greatness is not being served. Greatness is serving others. So if you are becoming a leader to be served, then you are not a great leader. A great leader should serve others. A great leader should serve the community. A great leader should serve the nation. So if you are desiring to be a leader because you want bodyguards, you admire to be guarded, you admire to be served, those are just the fringe benefits of being a leader. But that shouldn't be a prime focus of being a leader. A leader should have a focus of being selfless. That's my advice. A leader should be selfless. To all leaders out there listening to me, you must be selfless. You must be truthful. You must be faithful. You must be honest. You must be a man of integrity and credibility. So this is my advice to you out there, to everyone aspiring to a position of leadership, or to everyone serving in this current leadership, both in the nation, in the continent, in the church, in the various organizations. I want to advise, I want to counsel, I want to give this to you, that you must be selfless. Don't be self-centered. Don't be selfish. The money that is meant for the church shouldn't be in your personal account. The money that is meant for the community or for the nation or for service delivery shouldn't be converted into your personal account. You must be focused. It's all about what you give to the people. It's all about to meet the demand of the people who had entrusted you with that position. So I'm encouraging every leader or will-be leaders to listen to this instruction, that tomorrow is Monday, as you go to the office tomorrow, you must remember this word today, that you are in that office to make a difference. You are in that office to discharge your duty. You don't steal the hours of your work for your personal use. You don't use the hours of your work for your own personal gain. You must be able to sincere in every little thing that you do. Now, if you can't be faithful in that which is little, you can't be faithful in that which is great. So, the little that have been committed under you, you should be able to be faithful with it to the letter. So, to all the serving leaders in various political parties, in various offices, in the cabinet, in the parliament, I want to advise you this morning that you must give your best. You are there to serve the people. You are there to serve the public. It's not all about you. You are not there to acquire wealth. You are not there for the acquisition of wealth. You are not there for personal gain. You are not there to enrich yourself. You are not there to amass money, to amass wealth for yourself. You are there to serve the people. You are there to serve the community. You are there to serve the public. So to everyone, both inside the church and outside the church, I'm encouraging you this morning that we are saved to serve. You are to serve your time and generation. You are not great for being served. You are great for serving others. And that's why Jesus said, to anyone that will be great among you should be your servant. So you are there to serve. So I encourage you this morning, service to humanity is to help someone out there. Mother Teresa said, if you can't feed 100, you can feed one. You can make a difference from the little corner where you are. You can be a shining light, because the Bible says, Jesus said that you are the light of the world. You are the salt of the world. You are the city set on a hill. In other words, we have been planted to make a difference. You are a solution to your environment. You are a solution to your generation. You are a solution to your community. So wherever you are hearing me this morning, as you go out this week, you must see yourself as a solution to somebody. You are not a liability. You are not a problem. You are an answer. You are a solution. So go with this spirit and let there be a difference. It's not all about what will the government do for me. It's what can I do for my community. What kind of difference can I make? What kind of impact can I make? It's not what South Africa will do for me. What can I do in South Africa to make a difference? What kind of difference can I make? What kind of legacy will I leave behind? What kind of impact am I going to make? Let this be your watchword from today. And that's the only way we can make this world a better place. That's the only way we can bring transformation to our time and generation. Thank you very much. And before I go, I want to talk about there's this organization in United Kingdom, Sisters Keepers. They are coming to South Africa soon, so I'm promoting them here, and it's all about helping women, taking care of women, sisters in their various situations. And if you're a woman out there and you want to be part of Sisters Keepers organization, you can call us later on this number 0747375417, Sisters Keepers, and I'll connect you with the group. They are creating a network here in South Africa about service to humanity. They are going to be a blessing to South Africa, to Africa. They're already in West Africa, so they are coming to Southern Africa, Sisters Keepers. I'm also marketing them. I'm also online, so if you need help online, you can also call the same number. Online counseling. Thank you for being part of this program this morning, and I believe you have me more and more some other time. God bless you. Thank you for all our viewers out there on social media, on Facebook. I bless God for your life, and I believe that as you go out this week, you are going to make a difference. You'll be a blessing to your time and generation. It's not all about being served. It's about serving your time and generation. Be a blessing, be a light, be the salt, be the city planted on the hilltop. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you very much. We are happy to have you, and we believe God that God will give us the same opportunity next time. Amen. Okay, let's go on break. We'll be right back after this. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.